Good morning, gorgeous souls. How are we this morning? What's happening? What's going on? How are you all coping with the energies? A lot of disillusionment, a lot of unsureness around at the moment. So lots of pushing back, like we learned from the card yesterday, so that it still feels like there's a lot of that around. So be mindful. We're in the middle of these two eclipses, right? We got another one coming up on the 8th. So be mindful. Be mindful. There might be some big shifts and changes quite suddenly. There might be some things exposed, and that may take some time too. Like that is not necessarily going to happen immediately, that exposure, but there's the build up to it. So be mindful. So let's see what's on the agenda today and see what our card message is for today and how do we best work with that. How as a collective, through our heart space, do we best work with the energies of today? And we have a bit of a story by the look of it. We have two cards and that don't look that nice. So we have this one here, which is the 7 of Swords, and that is then followed by the 9 of Swords. So it's actually showing the worry and the concern that is in the air at the moment. So we pose the question, how do we best work with it? Right, so this here being lies, theft, betrayal, sneaking away, that kind of thing. To me, in this context, in how we've asked for it, this is going to be about surrender today. So it's going to be very much surrendering that which you may lose and accept that maybe you need to let some things go, maybe you need to make a quiet exit, maybe you need to be truthful more than you have been previously, which is what this is about, right? So he's looking over his shoulder. So I feel like we're being reminded here today that we need to really sit with ourselves, discern what is true for us, what is in value alignment for us, and release it and let it go. The second one speaks to the collective worrying, and because that's what we're looking at, how can we help collectively. So if you're going to add to that, then understand that's all you're doing, is you're just adding to that. So how can you ask yourself a different question? And that might be, what is right about this situation? Whilst it may feel like a betrayal and a loss, and you might find yourself worrying a lot, or not sleeping is the other thing this can be. So if you know that you're not sleeping, or like, what can you do? What can you do to help that? Is it, no technology a couple hours before bed? Is it, you have a beautiful cup of cacao? Like, what is it for you? Do you need to move your body beforehand? Like, what is it for you that will help you sleep? Because potentially there's a bit of that around. So with all the worry and stuff, if you are adding this kind of energy to what is already out there collectively, understand you're just amplifying it. So ask yourselves the questions, what is right about this? How can I move through this? And how can I best support my mind? Because the swords are about the mind. So how can you best support your own mind today? That's what I would say. Have an amazing day, and I will catch you beautiful souls next time. Big, big, big love.